Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer, looking for the perfect case for your new 2024 iPad Pro 11-inch. You might want to consider the ZAGG Crystal Palace Folio. So this is a really lovely case from ZAGG. So you've got a slim form factor, nice hand feel, quality construction, and as you'd expect from ZAGG, this one is going to be very protective, giving you 6.5 feet of drop protection. You've got a crystal clear back on here, so you can enjoy the beauty of your iPad while you're using it. And this case also features a folio cover which folds back into a triangular stand so you can use your iPad more conveniently. Lots to love here. Let's take a closer look. Looking at the construction of the Crystal Palace Folio case, your folio cover exterior is made of kind of a vegan leather type material, slightly textured, has a pleasant feel to it, and then the interior there is made of a soft microfiber, very gentle against your iPad, and then the part where your iPad is going to go into has a variety of material types in it. So we've got a very hard, rigid backplate. That's probably going to be polycarbonate, maybe acrylic. There's also graphene that is mixed in here. Graphene is going to have excellent heat dissipation properties as well as being strong and lightweight. And then on the sides of this, you have more flexible material, but not in all the spots. In some of the areas, you still have rigid sides, and then some of the areas on the sides, it's a little bit more flexible. The flexible stuff, I'm really pretty sure is TPU. TPU does tend to yellow over time, so you may have parts of the sides that are going to yellow over time. Overall, this does have an anti-yellowing component, so hopefully it will yellow less. And as far as scratching is concerned, it is again scratch resistant, but that does not mean that it's not going to scratch. It just may scratch less. This case is slim and it's relatively lightweight, but it's not super lightweight because it's a nicely made protective case. So it's not one of those really flimsy folios. You're definitely getting a quality case here from ZAGG. Putting your iPad in here is not difficult. This is not a tight-fitting case, so you're just going to want to start in one corner and then press that in place, then go down to the next corner next to it, press that one in place, and then kind of go around the iPad and do the same until all of your corners are in place. Once on, you got a nice amount of protective lip on here, even with a tempered glass screen protector on here. This is ZAGG's new XTR3 screen protector that I have on here with it. Really great combo with the two. So I think that you're going to have good screen protection with this case. As far as the fit is concerned, you do have some areas where it is not that tightly fitting. It's relatively easy to push off the corners, for example. You can do that. And then the areas over your port openings, like every single other iPad Pro case that I've seen so far, these are relatively flexible, too flexible really for my taste, but I think it's just because you're dealing with a really thin iPad and you just don't have a lot of material here to go across the top unless you want to make this a really thick case, and obviously they didn't want to do that. So this is kind of flexy, and then you can also, again, push the corners off pretty easily. So I don't know whether they're going to change that in future, but I think that that's less important, honestly, with a folio case because you have that additional protection there with your folio cover. So as you can see, we don't have a button cover for your power button, but you do, oddly enough, for your volume up and down buttons. And those are okay. They're not super easy to press, but they're fine. This is the second case or so that I've come across where you have an uncovered power button and then you have covered volume up and down buttons. So I really wish I knew why case manufacturers did that. It just seems like an odd kind of configuration. Now up at the top here, you have flexible TPU here that forms a nest for your Apple Pencil, and that works really well. It's very protective and your Apple Pencil can easily charge there. And then again, going over here to this corner, you can press it off without a whole lot of pressure. I don't think it's so loose that it's going to come off by itself, but that is noticeable. And then again, little squishy here over your speakers. And I think that your port opening here for your USB-C should be fine. And then looking again at the spot for Apple Pencil. So this works well. You just put your Apple Pencil in place and it's going to start charging. You've got protection on the back. And then if you want to pick up your Apple Pencil, you just pick it up from the front. And that seems to work pretty well. Also, I noticed if you put this in here with the charging section facing up or facing to the side, then it will flip, which I think is nice. So there's kind of no way to put this in here wrong as long as you slot it in all the way. So if we put this in like this, then it flips down to charge. So that's cool. So as far as the folio cover is concerned, this works well. You've got auto sleep wake magnets on here. The magnets aren't super strong, but they're absolutely perfect for auto sleep wake. They're going to keep the folio cover mildly closed, but you don't have any kind of strap on here or anything like that to keep everything closed for that. So, if you hold this upside down, it's not really going to stay closed very well. But I think in most situations, you're going to have a decent amount of closure on here. And then looking at the back, I think everything looks beautiful here. This does a great job of showing off your beautiful iPad Pro. I worry that this is going to scratch over time, even though there is a scratch-resistant coating on here. I don't think that your back is going to turn yellow. I think some of the sides may turn yellow because they're made of a softer plastic. I think that the back is going to be fine, but I think it will scratch over time, despite the scratch-resistant coating. Love the fact that we have this graphene in here. So very good heat dissipation and strong and lightweight. Seems like a great material for an iPad case. And then looking over here at the protection for your rear camera, I think everything is very well protected here. Should be no problem. And then looking at the stand functionality of this case, your folio cover is going to fold very easily into a triangular stand here. So you're only going to be able to have one angle with this. This is not one of those multi-angle cases. So you got one angle here for your viewing, and then if you flip it over, then you can use this as a typing angle as well. So that's going to work fine. But you don't have multi-angles with this. But when it's in this typing position, it's nice and stable, works well. And when it's in this viewing angle, also nice and stable. I think that this is a very useful case. I like the fact that you're going to have that over 6 feet of drop protection with this. You also have a significant amount of recycled content. You got 56% recycled content. It's a very exact amount. I mean, usually you'd be expecting maybe 50% or 60%, but no, 56% recycled content on this one. You got the graphene that I mentioned before for extra strength, which is cool. And then you've also got, hopefully, the fact that it's not going to turn yellow on the back, and you have a good deal of scratch resistance. But I think mostly what people are going to enjoy with this are the stand functionality, the fact you've got a nice folio cover on here with auto sleep wake, and you've got a decent place to charge your Apple Pencil, and you don't have to worry that your Apple Pencil is going to fall out when it's in a charging position in this case. So overall, really good product here from ZAGG. So this is going to be available directly from ZAGG as well as from Amazon and many other retailers. It has a price of $49.99 as a retail price, and it comes in a single color, the black and clear version shown in this review. Many thanks to the kind folks at ZAGG for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions about this product or anything else, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And do consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.